Right, the weather's improved. It's time to restart this project. Right, this has been pretty hard going. I've dug maybe 1.5 meters, 2 meters, and I've dug out of the ground. The top centimetre or 2, an inch, is okay, topsoil, and then I'm straight down into the pretty nasty looking flints, and I reckon this is in excess of 5%, certainly by weight, not 10% by weight, and 5% by volume. It's really heavy, and it just stops the spade stone dead, no pun intended. hurrah, that's the end of the spade work. So that's been a tough job. It's about 18 days worth of work spread over, I don't know, I had 6 months off over the winter. Everything's lined up for a fairly quick spread of ballast and then a track over the weekend, so I'll break this video here as the tough work's now done. I'm by no means a professional builder, and I've only ever dug, this is my second track, and comparing and contrasting the things between the two, different soils and different distances and different problems, I conclude that do not underestimate the spoil you produced, because if you've got a small garden you won't know what to do with it. Obviously adding materials are a lot more expensive, but actually a lot quicker. In my last dig I decided I had a lot, and I had an awful lot of material to buy. I decided to be a bit more economical this time, and I hadn't got the choice. I needed to dig below the ground so that the children's bikes can go over the top, etc. And then every hour you spend quantity surveying and estimating your needs and what you're going to do with it all is going to save you potentially multiples of that in terms of hard graft. So I measured this up. I've got what I think is approximately the right amount of ballast, but for the top locking in stones, and the side stones, the edging stones I've got there, I've ended exactly where I expected to. You use a decent gravel your base. You know, I've used green chippings of granite, and they are very sharp and tend to stick to any rail that's there. I think all in all 174 edging stones of about 66 centimetres long each. They're about £1.25 delivered, and the concrete I've used, I decided to buy ready mix, which is twice the price of anything else, but it's saved a lot of time mixing and faffing around, and that nearly doubled the price of laying concrete into the ground. I'm getting between 2.5 and 4.5 stones down, locked in with that concrete bag, and the concrete bag's worth, you know, it's about £4.50 or something, £4. So there's another quid on top, or a little over. So £2.50 roughly for every flag that I put in the side. There's 52 metres, I think it is. So yeah, it's about £800 worth, including ballast. So the ballast wasn't cheap, about 450 quid. The last tip I've got is that although I have a plane of about 1% average across the whole lot, there are some undulations in it, and so I'm likely to have bits. Certainly this section here coming towards us on the right hand side is going to be quite steep. It might be up to about 2%. Now steam engine, it might even be worse than that in the odd part. Now a steam engine will really struggle going around that, but if it goes round clockwise, it's climbing a very gradual gradient, and then it comes down a fairly steep path at this point, and it could tolerate that. So in that way I've perhaps salvaged what might be a disaster otherwise. I don't really know what the gradient is until I get it on there. I know it's pretty close, about 1 to 1.5%, but you know, it needs to be a powerful loco to get up that, and powerful locos don't tend to come in the 040 variety.